This is Doom the Board Game, Part 4. I am about to enter area number 2. The significant thing about it being an area with a number and not just a corridor is that means there is content to read within the quest book. So it's the Marine's turn, so he's going to open the door so that we are allowed to know sort of what's going on here. And he sees this in front of him. Portions of this room have collapsed, and the wet sounds of tearing and chewing come from behind the rubble. Behind the rubble, you can just make out two dog-like creatures standing over the corpse of a UAC scientist. The scientist is here. He's the sort of the cardboard token. It's a little bit hard to tell that there is a scientist drawn onto the floorboards there, but that's what's going on there. These are obviously the dog-like creatures. They're actually demons. And then we have, because it's a one-player scenario, there is one zombie. In a two-player scenario, another zombie is up in the northeast corner, and in a three-player game, there's a third zombie down in the southeast corner. But we've only got the one zombie. I say that, but of course, not far away, just down the hall to the western hall, there is an imp. And then in the lobby, you might recall that there is a trite and a mancubus that are both, and luckily the mancubus moves very slowly. My goal here is I think, I know it's too late to save the Marine, but I think, as crazy as it might seem, I think I might want to move my guy into this room and then close the door behind me. Not that, monsters can spend movement to open doors as well, but it would at least slow them down, and that's kind of important to me right now. That said, I have collected a grenade token, and that means that I could also just toss a grenade in here and hope for the best. However, there is this body, and I don't know the state of this person, the UAC scientist. So I don't know if it's a great policy to just toss a grenade in and hope that it hits the things that it needs to hit. There's also an armor token down here at the south side of the room, which that's pretty appealing as well. That would really help me. The earlier, probably the better. Now, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take the armor and then do an attack. And I can do an attack because I have the scout ability. I can move 8 spaces in my turn instead of the usual 4. And then, because that is considered an advanced movement action, I can move and attack. The other thing I could do is sprint, which would give me a dodge order, but I don't see look, these guys are going to attack me. There's no question about that. So I think just boosting my armor and then making an attack, I think that's probably the way to go. And I can clean up all the other stuff. Look, I've got 2 health potions, or health, whatever, they're health potions, right? In this immediate area, so I can take some damage. There's some ammo that I can pick up later, so I can spend ammo. This is actually a pretty powerful position, I think. So I am doing that. I'm moving 8, taking the armor. I'm just going to leave the door open. I know there are baddies coming through, but I'm going to just hope that I can dispatch the ones in here quickly and deal with the hangers-on later. The correct action here would be my shotgun, which is a blue and a red gun. I really think I'm going to be using that quite a lot, actually. It's just because of that sniper bonus, or not sniper bonus, what is it? Special ops bonus with the added damage. I just think that's worth doing. So I'm going to roll an attack against obviously the closest demon. Okay, so range is not a problem, obviously, at this distance. I'm within melee range. I do lose an ammo token, because there is a bullet icon on the red dice. But other than that, I feel pretty good about this. It's 4 damage, but it's a shotgun, so it has deadly, so it's 5 damage. But I'm special ops, so I get 2 more damage, so it's 7 damage. And the demons has armor of 3 and a life total of 2. Well, I just rolled 6, well, a 7, and I didn't roll 7, but I got 7 damage. There are 2 sets of 3 in 7, and he only has 2 health, so he's fragged. He's gone. That guy is a dead demon dog. So that's great. That was good. And I think that's the Marine's turn. So now it's the Invader's turn. So I'm going to draw a card as the Invader. And it's a summoning card with a zombie and a trite on it. So I could just summon some more creatures. Or I could try playing an event card. But the event cards that I've got, I'll use my spawn card and spawn a zombie and a trite. Now, spawning these creatures means that I can only spawn them. You can only spawn out of line of sight. So I have to spawn them around the corner. That's not a problem. I can do that. And now I get to activate all of my monsters. Zombies move 3, so he'll go 1, 2, 3. These are barriers, these big sort of gratings or whatever, cabinets, something. I don't know what we're looking down at there, but those are barriers. You cannot move over those. You have to move around them. Demons move 4, so he's got plenty of movement, I think, to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's good. Okay, so he's doing a melee attack on, and that's all. He can only do melee attacks. I will also move this zombie in closer. 1, 2, 3. And then this trite moves 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just got like a conga line forming here. Of course, I've got an imp that moves 4 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's shuffling up there eventually. And then off screen, I've got a trite moving 5. And I've got a mancubus moving very slowly. The mancubus will never be here, basically. Okay, so I've got immediate threat, really. I mean, all of these threats, other than the imp, but the imp is not even within line of sight yet. So all of these, everything is melee. So the immediate threat is the demon. And the demon rolls a red and 2 blue dice for its attack. And that is mercifully a miss. How fortunate. Okay, so that's really, really good. However, I have a trick up the old sleeve here, but not until the Marine's next turn. And it is now the Marine's next turn, conveniently. Play immediately before a Marine takes his turn. Activate 1 invader of your choice. I guess I could just activate the demon again and have it attack, but I'm kind of thinking maybe it would be smarter to have a zombie move and then attack. Because, wait, is that how that works? I'm kind of thinking that maybe it would be nice to bring a zombie over, really just to have proximity. Because if I stay over here, well, I guess he'll kill the demon dog. Well, and then he'll attack. Yeah, in fact, moving, well, I can't attack. You know what? I don't know. I can't decide what's best. So I'm just going to do what I want to do, which is a zombie, which is a red and blue dice. Which, yeah, that's not as powerful as an attack as the demon. Yeah, maybe that would be, no, I guess the demon would make more sense, wouldn't it? In terms of efficacy. Yeah, that did make more sense for the invader player, as it turns out. So that's a hit with 7 damage. 7 damage. I now have, the Marine now has 3 armor, but that's still 2 wounds. That's a total of 2 wounds lost. Okay, so that was the ambush event. That wasn't the invader player's turn. That was an event that could be played at specific times, And the time that was played was at the beginning of the Marine's turn. So it was a special out-of-turn thing. Now it is the Marine's turn, and the Marine is going to obviously turn and attack it with a shotgun. And unfortunately, that is a miss. However, let's look to make sure the sniper ability. I think I might have played this incorrectly earlier. When attacking, you may trace line of sight through other figures and blocking obstacles. In addition, when you make an aimed attack, ignore the miss result. Well, that was not an aimed attack. With the ready action, I could have given myself an order. I could have given my Marine an order to take aim. And then the aim grants you the ability to re-roll dice. I think that is arguably... Well, it's certainly what I could have done. I think there's an argument that it's what I should have done. But then again, I'm doing a really poor job of announcing what actions I'm going to take. I think the obvious thing to do here would be to take another attack. So, I mean, that's basically like an aimed attack anyway, right? There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a hit, and it's 6 damage plus a bunch of extra damage. Either way, it kills the demon. So the demon is gone. Now that leaves the Marine having to deal with a bunch of oncoming zombies, which is going to happen right now. But first, the invader player gets to draw a card. And this card is the Not Quite card, which says, play at the start of your turn, swap the positions of any 2 revealed equipment tokens on the board. That's kind of fun, but not useful right now. I mean, it's not the start of the invader's turn, so it's definitely not useful right now. So I'll just do the obvious and just have 1 zombie come up here. So they roll red and blue. And that is not a terrible result. It's 5 damage. The Marine has armor 3 right now, so there are 1 sets of 3 in 5 damage. So that does 1 damage to the Marine. This is acceptable. There's health up north and just outside the door. I don't feel too bad about this. So I'm going to just keep piling on as much as possible the zombies. The Trite is going to be clever, and he's going to scurry over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to come around here to try to hit from a different direction. And then the Imp, 1, 2, 3, 4 is outside. Technically speaking, let's see if he can actually hit. So from the center of his square to the center of the Marine's square, definitely, yeah, see, it clips this little barrier here. And there's no benefit of cover in this game. It's just, or rather, there's no degrees of cover. It's either you have line of sight or you don't. So in this case, that Imp does not have clear line of sight to that Marine and cannot make an attack. So really, it is this round, it was just that guy. The Mancubus, somewhere off screen, advances 2. And there's another Trite, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just trust me, it's happening in the background. The Trite actually, he is getting close. It's getting close, but he's not here yet. So that's all of the activations I think I have as the invader player currently. Okay, one more. Let's do one more turn. I think we can do one more on this. I'm going to try to be very disciplined and actually declare what I'm doing. It's not going to be that big of a deal, I guess. I believe what's going to happen is that I'm going to attack the zombie, and I'm going to attack the Trite. So it's just 2 attacks. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I might go machine gun with the Trite. I haven't decided yet, but I might go machine gun. But for the zombie, I'm going shotgun, of course. Okay, there's more ammo expenditure. Just tired of wasting ammo. It's really painful. So that's another ammo gone. And I know there's ammo here in the room, but I just feel like I'm really spending ammo a lot. So, okay, that's 4 damage plus 1 for being a shotgun, so that's 5, plus 2 for being a special op, that's 7. A zombie only has armor 2 and 2 health. So 2, 4, 6. There's three twos in 7. Dead zombie. Well, a destroyed zombie because it's already dead. And then I think I might go machine gun for this annoying trait. Just switch over to the machine gun. Now, the machine gun doesn't have the deadly quality, so I don't add damage to its results. However, it does have the precision quality. It's precision 2. So that means I get to add 2 squares of range to whatever I roll. And that would close like 1, 2, 3. I'm only 3 squares. As long as I get 1 and not a miss, I'll hit the spider. So I'm just going for more dice to hope for more damage. And because it's a machine gun, that ought to help me out with range. Okay, my strategy has not helped with my ammo expenditure, apparently. I've lost yet more ammo, which means that I am actually out of ammo. No more ammo for me. Plenty of range. 5 range, not a problem, +2. And damage, not bad. There's 5 damage on the dice. A trite has only one wound to give, so it is dead. It's only got 1 armor as well, so I mean you do one damage to a trite, and it is dead. So, and so it is. Okay, so those were the 2 things that the Marine can do. And now it is the Invader's turn. The Invader draws a card from the Doom deck and has earned the Charge event card. This you play when you activate an Invader and double the Invader's movement speed for this activation. That will be useful, I believe. So I'm going to activate the zombie and move up for an attack, but I won't attack yet. I'm going to do movement first. And then I am going to just play the Charge card that I drew and enable my imp here to just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and heal 6. It's always a gamble in this game. Do you know, like, the farther you stay away for your attacks, the harder it'll be hit in theory for the Marine to hit you, but then it's harder to hit the Marine. Yeah, who knows? Okay, and then I'm going to bring the trite up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the trite's getting closer. You can kind of see, I don't know why he's going backwards. But yeah, you can see him there, prowling around. The Mancubus way off screen turns the corner, and now he's got a long walk up the corridor to Area 2. I don't know that he'll arrive really anytime soon at his slow pace. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Okay, so we're in a bad place here. No ammo for the Marine, and two incoming attacks. Zombie uses a shotgun attack, red and blue. That's 2 wounds for the Marine. I have a feeling this Marine is going to grab some healing and some ammo next turn. And then the Imp. Imps attack with a yellow and blue dice. And that's another 2 wounds. It's 2 wounds because the armor... So the armor is level 3. The Marine has 3 armor right now. So and the Marine also only has 3 wounds right now, so that is something to keep in mind. And what the Marine theoretically doesn't know, but I know, there is a trap card in the deck of the Invader player, which the Invader can play immediately after a Marine has picked up an equipment token. And that's exactly what the Marine is about to go do. That could throw an interesting wrench into this scenario. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how strategy works out. And also, we still don't know what the scientist is all about. Is he alive? Is he dead? We don't know. We'll find out, hopefully, next time. Thanks for watching.